Let's do some other stories now here on Joy News Prime. A 10-year-old girl requires surgery after being injured in a church robbery and shooting in the Ashanti region's Atwima Afrancho. Now, according to the pastor of Bo Kakari Newton, that's head pastor of Heaven Ambassador Chapel, one of the robbers shot into the assembly, injuring the girl in both legs. 4 others were treated and discharged after suffering varied degrees of injury. Nana Ojima was back in the community visiting the victims and filed this report.
On Good Friday, an Easter convention at the Heaven Embassy Chapel was disrupted by 4 armed men who blocked 3 entries to the church auditorium. Over 70 people, mostly indigents of Atwima Afrancho, were held hostage for about 30 minutes as the robbers demanded their personal belongings. Prophet Bernard Apiafobi is one of the preachers invited for the event.
Munum kaniano tadu wine ele tuyono ekasa ebobana nemu na hweba na ho na eguguo eho no ho na etukoguye etituo koguye sa na akankwala no ensu enye den yenim ana baako etisima ene opekiska no apeke fonti owo bimfukumase no mbampa bo da one ne kunu mebro ye butu ne se bo papa wonye stroke okwa papa na papa wiska won papa ni iska 10 cedi akokora te se oba sore a 10 cedi ana wo de ba asore ka papa na to fom ode ne na tieti akokora no so wie na oto akokora 10 cedi esa de bo no.
The church is situated on the outskirts of the community, a part with new buildings under construction. The Easter convention had brought many to the church for the first time. Mame Ama, a 10-year-old, has undergone a surgical operation to correct the injury on the leg sustained through the shootings. Reverend Obi Newton explains she was shot in both legs.
In the case nankasa mubui, Emma bubani bisa biwura ne sire nimu epie. Nti onene de na e very dangerous pa na ehu nkro woni akukudura wontimi nso ni mompagya no na e dinko kan nan ne sensen ho initial ne ekro ya dwense bia ye betwa ne nan no because of baby etuo ne ko kan ye no but doctor for ne chere so matima ya yintwa ne nan.
About 200 meters from the church lives 12-year-old Juliana Amankwa. She sits on a bench surrounded by family. Just below the knee, a bandage covers the injury sustained from the shooting. Her mother, a farmer, is forced to abandon her daily routine on the farm to cater for the distraught daughter. Abena Kunedu, who was also at the church, is traumatized by the incident.
Kameko a form kakra koye jumana and kamapibi abanan kamanan krana biti. And so now so planning to ko baby and Timo fee. Then you may say Anna, I say womo ba womo banti. I mean what to yen so.
From the toe to the thigh, 13-year-old Angelina Obin is wrapped in bandage, rendering her immobile. Pellets of bullets were picked from the wound sustained from the shooting. Her grandmother, Margaret Opoku, is traumatized and worried about how to cater for the injured granddaughter. Mother of 7, Christiana Ejay, sits in front of her room with her in-law, Rashida Isaka. Both are victims of the incident. Rashida is 3 months pregnant. She says aside from the injury sustained through the shooting, she feels a sharp pain through her body.
Ana me kwa kwada na metifisi ana blabi sabe dameso tiase no krampo na ma metogusi yesa nka me nan no krampo de kanya de a krona mudi kanya de ya metinya ato agusu bas ni side same na ma metogusu.
Christiana has to put her kenke business on hold to heal her injury on the leg.
Tio no bo me ha na be pie e kira ha. Sisi e meti ho kra e picture kire me say asede ase nipa no even me share there mu say no kra ase o mu address na o ma ya no o mu ba no ejirigina mani so saa ma bohu kakra.
An amount of 5,000 cedis have gone into medical bills, all paid by the church. But the church may not be able to raise more money to cater for the affected persons. What remains a mystery to many in Atwima Afrancho is why a church of about 2 years, whose members are not that worthy, will be target for armed robbers. It will take police investigations to unravel such a mystery. Meanwhile, Atwima District Police Command is investigating the incident. For Joy News, Atwima, Kumasi.